at the edge of a wide forest, where rolling hills rose gently toward the sky. A black bear moved slowly through the morning mist. The hill was quiet, covered in tall grass, bushes, and scattered trees. From the top, the bear could smell the land-clearly soiled leaves and the faint scent of animals that had passed during the night. The black bear was strong and patient. He did not rush. He understood the hill well, having walked its paths many times before. Food was not always easy to find, and every hunt required awareness and timing. Today, his nose caught a familiar smell, earthy, sharp, and heavy. A wild boar was nearby. Down the slope, the wild boar searched for roots beneath the soil. His body was solid and muscular, his tusks curved and strong. He pushed his snout into the ground, turning soil and leaves as he moved. Though busy feeding, he remained alert. Life on the hill had taught him that danger often arrived quietly. The wind shifted. The bear paused. He lowered his head and listened. The sound of soil being turned reached his ears. Carefully, he moved behind a cluster of bushes, using the slope of the hill to stay hidden. Each step was slow and controlled. He knew that the wild boar was not weak. A boar could fight fiercely when threatened. Meanwhile, the wild boar lifted his head suddenly. Something felt different. The air carried a heavier scent now. His ears twitched and his body stiffened. He stopped digging and stood still, listening to the silence of the hill. The birds stopped singing. Both animals understood the moment. The hill itself seemed to hold its breath. The bear waited. He did not charge. He observed. He knew that rushing could lead to injury. Hunger guided him forward, but experience told him to be cautious. The wild boar turned slowly, scanning the grass and trees. His legs were ready to run, but his strength gave him confidence. For several seconds, neither moved. Then the wild boar stepped backward and began to move downhill. Not running, just moving away, choosing distance over conflict. The bear followed at a safe distance, testing the space between them. This was not a reckless chase. It was a quiet evaluation between two powerful animals. As they moved, the hill revealed its challenges. Rocks lay hidden beneath grass, and the slope grew steeper. The wild boar suddenly changed direction, heading toward a patch of thick bushes. His hooves struck the ground quickly, and his breathing grew heavier. The bear followed briefly, but then slowed. He stopped near a tree and watched. The wild boar disappeared into dense vegetation where movement would be difficult. The bear stood still, chest rising and falling. He understood the message the hill had given him. Not every hunt ends with victory. The bear lifted his head and sniffed the air again. There were other scents, berries, insects, and fallen logs filled with life. The hill provided many ways to survive. Slowly, he turned away and walked toward the forest edge, choosing safety and patience over risk. Hidden among the bushes, the wild boar remained still. His heart beat fast, but his body was unharmed. He listened until the sounds of heavy footsteps faded. Only then did he relax slightly, lowering his head and breathing deeply. He had learned once again the importance of awareness and instinct. As the sun climbed higher, the hill returned to life. Birds resumed their songs, and the wind brushed gently across the grass. The moment of tension passed, leaving no trace except understanding. The black bear reached the shade of tall trees and began searching for food again. His journey continued, guided by balance rather than force. The wild boar emerged slowly from the bushes and returned to feeding, more cautious than before, on the hill. There were no winners or losers, only survival. Nature did not celebrate strength alone. It respected patience, intelligence, and the ability to choose wisely. The black bear and the wild boar were both part of the same land, shaped by the same rules. As evening approached, long shadows stretched across the hill. The forest and the open land met quietly, holding the stories of animals who lived, hunted, escaped, and endured. And under the open sky, life continued strong, careful, and endlessly balanced.